Welcome back. This is Marc Rudov, branding advisor to CEOs. I help you convert your company from murky to magnetic, and I've written 3 books just for you to help you undertake that. My latest book, Intro Branding, is critical to the video today. It's called How Hypocritical Race Tyranny Kills Corporate Agility. Now, you're used to hearing 3 words together that make no sense. Critical race theory. What does that mean? It's a bunch of gibberish. It's a word salad. But what it means in essence is that whites are bad. If you're white, go home. Be ashamed of yourself. Give it up. Atone for the sins of your forefathers. But it doesn't mean anything. So I call it hypocritical race tyranny. Because when you talk to your employees like that, you're a tyrant. And when you're against whites, you are a racist, which makes you a hypocrite, which means that your corporation is going to be mired in garbage instead of competing with China. And that is extremely critical today. Now, if you'll remember, Coca-Cola recently admitted to telling its staff to be less white. Be less white. Okay. What does that mean? Well, straight out of Robin DiAngelo's garbage book, White Fragility, which many corporations are making their employees read. Many people in the government and in the military are forced to read. Banks, high-tech companies, mainstream media, schools, you name it. It's being shoved down the throats of everyone. That's what panoramic Marxism is all about. But getting back to Coca-Cola, they want people to be less arrogant, less certain, and more humble. Okay. And if you remember, the quest for the right answer in mathematics is racist. In fact, mathematics itself is racist. So that means that Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players who ever lived, is a white supremacist. Because one of his famous quotes is, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that's why I succeed." So what he's explaining to those who are too dumb to understand is that success takes sacrifice. It means loss. It means discipline. It means hard work. The opposite of what they're teaching blacks and Hispanics today. They're telling them that they should be slackers because if they work hard, they're white. It is disgusting, and it's not helping anybody. Meanwhile, China is doing the opposite, and they are kicking our asses. Nobody in this world can succeed. Nobody without the carrot and the stick. We all need it. We all need it. But kids today are being taught they don't need it. They can just coast, especially if they don't have white skin. Remember, I told you, it's all about climate change, melanin, and gonads. So Coca-Cola said, be less confident. Don't be arrogant. Be humble. I guess they're referring to LeBron James of the LA Lakers. Look at him here. Doesn't he look insecure? I think so. How about Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors? My God, the guy really needs a pep talk. He needs some assertiveness training. So it's okay to be flashy if you're not white. It's okay to be confident if you're not white. Because those traits mean you're white. Only if you're white, I'm a little confused. Oh, and remember, math is racist. The quest for the right answer is racist. Tell that to the IRS. When your tax return is wrong, tell them that if they want the right answer, they're being racist. I dare you. Well, when you watch sports, they're always flashing stats on the screen. Let's bring back LeBron James again. Typical day playing, 26 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. Somebody had to do math to figure that out. I don't understand. Isn't that racist? More hogwash. Now today, the most dangerous person in your company is the Chief Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity Officer. I think it's the new VP of HR. And by the way, you find this in every university as well. Let me just read you this garbage description. The CDIEO, Old MacDonald had a farm, CDIEO. And on his farm, he found some woke idiots. The CDIEO works with leadership, management, staff, and senior leadership to further a more vibrant, inclusive, and supportive environment for underrepresented and all members of the organization. Whatever the hell that means. So if I go to work with a MAGA hat on, they're going to accept me, right? Because they're inclusive and they like diversity. No. Diversity actually means uniformity. And inclusion actually means exclusion. Because if you don't conform with what they want, you are out. If I work for a tampon manufacturer and object to tampons in the men's room, I'll be fired because men can have periods. Now, one of the topics that comes up over and over again is equality versus equity. And I've never really heard too many good explanations for it. So I'm going to show you the tortoise and the hare to explain it. Equality means both of you start at the starting line at the same time. Because you're deemed equal, you have similar skills. That's what equality is. But equity means not that you both finish at the same time, but we're going to deem the winner. And the winner is usually based on, you guessed it, melanin and gonads. In Aesop's fable, The Tortoise and the Hare, the reason that the tortoise won is because the hare was a slacker. He slept half the time. He didn't take it seriously. He didn't think that the tortoise could win, so he screwed around, and he lost. And then he got angry because he didn't think he deserved to lose. But in corporate America, the winner is not based on who has the most skills and who works the hardest. It's who has the right melanin and gonads. This is happening in corporations, and it's especially happening in universities, where people are getting into school who are not qualified to be there. They're flunking out, but they're passing anyway. So if you think you're going to be competitive with all of this garbage going on, you're not. The latest culprit is Cigna, the 10th largest health insurance company in America. Cigna just came out with a list, and of course, an employee took a picture of this and put it on the internet. Some of the words you can't say. Brown bag lunch. You now have to say lunch and learn, grab and go. You can't say, I had a crazy day, because you're discriminating against people with mental illness. Of course, you can't say China virus. Quiet in the peanut gallery. Somebody might have a peanut allergy and could get offended. Long time no see. You're offending the blind. Black list, white list, for the obvious reasons. How about you're too young to remember this? But you can't say that. You're discriminating against the young. And of course, lovely lady. Then we have this check your privilege slide. If you're able-bodied, if you're between 25 and 55, Christian, cis male, that means heterosexual, upper class and white, wow. Who would have thunk that being white meant you're the bad guy and you need to be obliterated out of existence? So if you're a corporate what is it, CIEBDO, whatever the hell it is, and you're telling your employees that whites are bad, you are a racist and you are a hypocrite and you don't deserve to be in a corporate position. And I recommend that all of you who are fed up with this, quit your jobs, start your own companies, and don't duplicate this. I used to live in Silicon Valley. It is the wokest place in America. Now, what are the consequences of this? I keep talking about China. China is devouring America, woke America, while we are telling people not to say brown bag. They're devouring us. Do you think eventually we're going to become China America? Well, it's possible because according to CNBC, in 7 years, China is going to overtake the United States economically, but they're also doing technologically, and they're doing it militarily. They have a larger military than we do. They have more ships in the Navy than we do. We are in trouble. They're focused on kicking our asses, and we're focused on telling people they can't say husband, wife, mother, father, boyfriend, girlfriend. We're focused on men can get pregnant. Men have periods. That's what we're focused on. How long can this last before we lose? Well, less than a decade. And with all the words you can't say, how can you possibly succeed at branding? What is it that you can possibly say now? So again, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I can help you look for companies that are not woke, who have customers that are not woke. It's harder than ever, but if you want to succeed, it has to be done. So contact me at marcrudov.com, and don't forget to read Intra Branding, the keystone of corporate agility. See you next time.